Hi guys! So today what I wanted to do was something similar to a day to date night tutorial. So we're going to do a day look that you can just easily transform into a night look with the same palette and everything like that. So as you can see, I already have my foundation on, so I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes. What I'd like to use to prime my eyes is Revlon's Photo Ready Eye Primer and Brightener. This is that one. This is the one that I have. I don't know if you, yeah, there you go. Getting a little bit easier to get this thing to focus. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some on my eyes. If you're wondering where I'm looking at, I'm looking up at the monitor instead of using a mirror for this, because I don't have to get too technical and too detailed with this. So today I'm going to go ahead and use Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. The reason I chose this palette is because it has a lot of nudes that I can do for my day look, and it has some darker shades that I can incorporate for an evening look. Right now, what I'm going to do for the first thing I do is I'm going to use my blender brush. It's this brush right here. It's just a blender. I'm going to go ahead and put it into a neutral shade. I don't know if you can see the colors, so I put it up closer so you can kind of see that this is a white color, this is a pink color, and this is kind of a brown taupey color. And then over here are the darker colors that I'll be working with later on. So right now I'm going to go ahead and take this one here that's called Nudie, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in my crease. This will be my transition color, but you want to put it in first. So go ahead and put it right here in your crease. And it's okay if it goes up a little bit higher. And just move it back and forth. Okay, and then the other side. What you want to do is you want to put it in this part of your crease, and you want to kind of, after you place it in the middle here in the crease, you kind of want to go up just a smidge. So it's below your brow bone, not on your brow bone. Okay? And like I said, this is your transition color. This color is going to help meet the dark color to the light color, so you don't have any lines in your eyes. Okay? Just go back and forth like a windshield wiper does. Okay? So then I'm going to go into this light color up here, and I'm going to kind of mix between this color and this color. This is Lace Teddy, and this is Heaven. Okay, so I'm going to go into Lace Teddy first, and then Heaven. And these are little date night type names here. So you want to kind of blow on it to make sure that you get the excess off. And you're going to kind of go up on your brow bone. So right where we left off the transition, right here in the hollow of your crease, up into the brow bone right here. Okay, so now if you have hooded eyes, you can do a look similar to this. What I would do is a little bit, I put the first one that I cut the transition color in first. I put it just on this part of the eye where you can see it, and then this part would be transitioned into a little bit of a lighter shade, so you don't have that, you know, because you don't have the crease there. You don't want to make a fake crease because then it doesn't look right. So you just put the darker color in here, the transition color here, and then the lighter color on the rest of the lid. So again, right here where the crease, or where the transition shade left off, up into your brow bone, just kind of go up. These are very natural colors, so it kind of blends in very, very easily and very nicely. Then I'm going to take this flat brush that I love, and I'm going to, it's kind of like a concealer brush, but it's very flat, as you can see. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go into this one, Lace Teddy. Oops, you're right there. So Lace Teddy, I'm just going to kind of get a lot of powder on there, and I'm going to place it right here. Right there. Okay, so this would be the eyeshadow day look. I'm going to go ahead and do my brows real quick, and then I'll be right back. So my brows are done. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do my eyeliner. Go ahead and do the eyeliner like we normally do, like I've showed you before. Like that. A little bit closer. Alright, here is my eyeliner. Now what you can do is, if you just want to just do the upper lids, is fine. At nighttime you can do the underneath one where it will make it a little bit more dramatic. So let's go with this and then we'll do our mascara and then I will be right back. Okay, so here's my mascara. My mascara is all done. So basically what I would do probably if I was just going to work and I didn't want to do too much of a fuss, I wouldn't do any really wouldn't do any highlighting or contouring or deep lip. I'm just going to show you kind of what I would do if I was just going and not wanting to do too much. I would just get my blush. I like the Milani Baked Blush in the color Luminoso, and I would just put a little bit right here on a little bit here on my cheekbone, a little bit on the apples, and then over here same thing, just a little bit, the apples, and then I would probably just end with that. I want to blend it in a little bit because it looks a little bit much, especially on this side. Okay. And for the lips, the color, I would go with one of these, something that kind of goes on that acts as a lip balm that has color to it. Not necessarily a tinted lip balm. I would go with something more like this one from Glow Minerals. It's a cream glazed crayon. I like these because they go on really smooth and they kind of act like a lip balm sort of thing. They have a nice color to it, but they keep my lips moisturized throughout the day. And they're easy to apply. So you don't even need to put a lip liner on with these. But I like both. I like this one. This one is in Heirloom, the Glow Minerals one. And then there's another one I like from CoverGirl. It's a jumbo gloss. And this one is in Berries and Cream. So it's just real easy. You can add this to the top. This is a little darker, I think, in color. There. So, I want to show you a really quick tip. If you find that you get a little bit of mascara on your lids, which I do sometimes, and I have today. So what you would just do is you wait till it dries, and then you go over it with a brush, and you just kind of do that, and it comes right off. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy, as my son says. So here's my day look that I would go to work with. Obviously I wouldn't keep this in my hair. My hair was done. However you want to do it for the day. And then this is how the day look looks. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare for our date night look, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's the end of the day. You've worked really hard all day long. Your makeup's looking a little, but you have to go out tonight, or you want to go out tonight. So what you're going to need is a couple brushes and a couple of color sticks, or just the one eyeshadow palette. I'm going to want to make my crease a little bit darker. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go into this right here, Risque. Okay, it's kind of a it's just basically a brown color, and I'm going to go right here in my crease. I'm just going to go ahead and start to darken the crease a little bit. You put it there, the majority of it there, and then you kind of just carry it over. Okay, so don't worry about blending yet, just place it in there and kind of blend it in, but you don't have to worry about it, being too blendy yet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to go ahead and take the color I used earlier this morning, which was the Nudie. That was my my transition color I told you about. I'm going to go ahead and take my transition color with the same brush I took this morning, which is that little fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to go right above. You see right here where it's not blended? I'm going to go right on top of that and kind of just blend it out a little bit. Blend it like that. Okay, so it's blended mostly, and then I'm going to take this brush that I took this morning I'm going to go ahead and use Lace Teddy right here, this pink color. It's too much in my hands, it's hard for me to do that. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of go right above on my brow bone and just kind of smooth it all out so that it's just smooth transition. See? There's no line, no harshness, it's just nice and transitioned. So far you can even see that this side is darker than this side. I'm going to go in and I'm going to use this color Espresso. It's a little bit darker brown than I just used. And I'm going to just place it in here. I don't want to go too far in with this color because this is just going to be my highlight, or not my highlight, but my contour basically of my eye. So you just kind of want to put it in there, and you don't ever want to go past this line. So your brow is your line to where you stop. You don't go out further than that because then it doesn't look right. It makes your eye look unnatural and unflattering, really. I'm going to go ahead and take this brush again. I'm going to go into the nudie, the one that's my transition color again, and I'm going to go ahead and go up above that again because I have to blend that out because I used another color and you don't want that harsh line there. And then I'm going to take this brush and go back up into Lace Teddy, and I'm going to kind of just take it and blend it again. There you go. Now, you might get a little bit of fallout down here, which fallout is the eyeshadow that falls from your eye onto your skin where it doesn't belong. So you can just use any kind of brush. I use this brush because it still has a little bit of foundation on it from other times I've used it, and I like to keep it on there like that so I can just kind of brush it away and whisk it away. Okay. And then that's as dark as I want to keep this eye. What I'm going to do is, since the day has gone by, this color in here is kind of gone a little bit, so you just want to kind of go back into your light colors again and just lightly put it on that area again to brighten that up. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and so now you can kind of see the difference already, as you know, this one's darker, this one's more evening like. It's not quite smoky eye, but it's an evening look. I already did a smoky eye tutorial, so I don't want to do another one of those because there's no point in having a whole bunch of those on my channel. So this is going to be a nighttime look. So what I'm going to do is what you would do if you don't have these next things that I have, the crayons that I have. You would use an eyeliner brush, an angle brush, something similar to this, or one that's just straight across flat. And what you would do is you go into the darker colors, and then you would take your brush, put it in the dark colors, and then just dab across here and a little bit of thick line, and then kind of smudge it out to make it a little bit more of a thick eyeliner. You can also get smudgers. If you have a smudger like this, you can make one of these types of crayons with a smudger. You just take this smudger, dip it in your favorite dark eyeshadow, and go ahead and put it on there and start smudging right away. And then you kind of go lighter in here, and then you go the light right here, a lighter color right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this, also by Glow Minerals. It's Creamy Stay Eyeshadow Stick. So I'm going to go ahead, it's in Metro, the color Metro. It's like a grayish purplish color, more gray than purple. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place it right here. Okay? This is what's going to make a lot of the difference too. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my smudger that I just showed you. I'm going to smudge it out. Smudging it just makes it so it's not a hard line. And what I like to do over here is when I'm smudging it over here, I'm kind of making it so that it kind of goes out further, but it's more of a fade. Then I'm going to take my, this one, it's Gold Blush. It's same eyeshadow stick, just different color, by Glow Minerals. And I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take it over here. See how it's all dark and then kind of starts to fade right here? Where it's fading is where I'm going to start this stick. And I'm going to kind of take it out over, right below the dark color that I just did. Right below it. So it's still there, but it helps it kind of go a little bit lighter so it's not so harsh. Add a little bit more. Right on the lash line is a good spot for this to be the dark line on that lash line. Okay, so you're already seeing the difference between the two eyes. What I'm going to do is I like to add a highlighter to the inner part of my eye, and that will help connect this whole thing. So your whole eye is one color, it's not separate spots. It's one eye. Okay? So this is the same eyeshadow stick, just in a different color. This one's in Beam. And I'm going to take it from here like this, and I'm going to bring it down into this corner here, right there. You see how that's light? And I'm going to just take it right here. Just right there. That's all you need. Then what's going to really pump up this eye is going to be the inner eye, where you're in your waterline, this black. This is also by Glow Minerals. It's an eyeshadow stick. I love these because they are long wearing and they last and they stay, and they're awesome. They're very pigmented. So you don't have to use a lot. It's going to last a long time. This one is in Pitch. Okay? So you're going to take this up in your waterline and you're going to wipe it in, run it along. The thing about this is they're so pigmented, you don't really have to worry about running it too hard. You just touch it with it and it's basically already on there. The difference with my eyes, this one to this one, and we're not even done yet. So now I'm going to do a little contouring. I'm going to show you how to do contouring real quick, really quickly. This is my contour that I'm going to use today. This is my favorite contour that I've gotten. I got this in one of those in my BeautyCon box, and I love it. It's by Too Faced, and it's Chocolate Soleil, and it actually smells and tastes like chocolate. And if you've watched my unboxing video on the BeautyCon, you'll know why I know that it tastes like chocolate. So I'm going to go ahead and take this brush right here. This is also something that I got in my BeautyCon box, and it's the Tapered Highlighter Brush by Luxie. I'm not going to use it for my highlighter today. I'm going to use it for my contouring. So just to kind of show you a little bit of a contouring tutorial real quick, nothing too big. I'm just going to take this and see it's perfect because it goes in the hollow of my cheek. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and put this contour today. The contour starts right here at your hairline where your sideburns are, and you kind of take it and you just go down. You don't go down too far. The nose, if you want to go ahead and do that, I use this eyeshadow brush right here. This is by My Makeup Brush Set, and it's just so narrow and thin that it works so well for the contour. So for my nose contour. So I'm going to just go ahead and put a little bit on there. And I'm going to go ahead and make a line on the side. So you see the middle right here, you want to go right on the side of that and just go down. And then if you want to make your nose a little bit shorter, just cut it off right there. Okay, so that draws your line, but you can't obviously leave your line like this. So you're just going to want to buff it out a little bit. Actually, I'll use my contour brush. This is by e.l.f. It's a really nice brush too. I put way too much on here because I was looking in the monitor and not my mirror, and when I looked in the mirror there was a lot on there. A lot more than I had wanted. This is the nighttime side. This is the daytime side. That was a really ugly look. Okay. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and finish this eye, and I'm going to put my lashes on, and then I'll come back and we'll do a nighttime light lip look to go with the dark eyes. I will be right back. Okay, so as you can see, the other eye. I did my contouring that I already showed you how to do, and again I put on my eyelashes. So I do have an eyelash tutorial. I can link it above. You'll see a little eye, that's the link above. You can press on that and you can see my eyelash tutorial. It comes along with a couple other things that I was doing a tutorial on that day, so you'll be able to see me apply false lashes. What I do usually after I apply the false lashes is I apply a layer of mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. What that does is it connects your lashes and your false lashes together, and that way you can't see a seam. You don't want people going, you know, being able to tell where your fake lashes begin and your real lashes end. So that is just basically, it's just a layer of mascara just to kind of connect them and blend them so they don't look funny or silly. And then what I also did, I put more eyeliner on the tip here, because as I put more eyeshadow on, it blurred out the line, and I wanted a clean, crisp eyeliner line. You never want to eyeline further than your brow goes. That's kind of this is your stop point for eyeshadow and for liner. What I did was the same thing on this eye as I did on the eye that I showed you. You want to always do a nude lip if you're doing a dark eye, because otherwise you can look a little bit harsh. You want it to be more of a seamless, beautiful, dewy look, and if you have a dark eye and a dark lip, it just doesn't go that well. It's just more of a, if you're going to nightclub maybe, but if you're going on a date or a girls' night, you kind of want to just make it look a little bit more seamless, and that's kind of what happens when you do a nude lip. Now, if you've seen any of my videos, you'll know I have a new favorite lip that I do. It's a favorite nude lip actually, and again, it's the Darling, the same lip liner I used before, and this is Beautycon, ColourPop Beautycon, and then this one, Sexy Mother Pucker. This is one of my favorites. That's the name brand. Well, the name brand is Soap and Glory. This is Rose and Shine. What this does is it does what the name says. It kind of plumps up your lips, so it gives like a little tingle to your lips and kind of makes them look a little bit fuller. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this lip in front of you. What I like to do is to line what I do. Sometimes I put concealer or foundation on my lip to kind of give myself a blank canvas. If you don't bring your concealer or foundation or anything like that, you don't need it. You can also put just a layer of powder on. That'll help too. So what I like to do is I like to make an X here and an X here, right in the middle of the Cupid's bow. That kind of gives you an outline of what you want to do. And then you do a line down here, just like so. Then you take it from the X over here, the line, and you bring it up. And same on the side. And you connect it down here. Connect. And like I always say in all my videos when I'm doing my lips, I like to color it in because that tends to help keep the lip color on longer. Then I take the lippy sticks in Beautycon, color Beautycon, and I apply. What I like to do is I like to use the sugar scrub on my lips. You can do it every couple of days. What it does is not only does it get all the dead skin off so you have a beautiful lip, but if you bring it out a little bit, the scrub a little bit, you'll get any of the lines that cause bleeding, and that'll help keep your lips look younger and plumper as well, because it also brings blood to the blood circulation to your lips, and as you all know, when you have blood circulation, things plump up. And here you go. Another little tip I can give you is so that you don't get lipstick on your teeth, stick your finger in your mouth like this, like that, and all the stuff that would go on your lips or on your teeth, now on your finger, just wipe it off, good to go. Okay, so this is my finished date look. So we went from daytime work to date. So it's a real easy transition. It does take a little bit longer to do the tutorial. When you're doing it at work or at home, after a couple times of practice, you'll get it down, so you're only taking, this would probably take, with eyelashes and lipstick and liner and all that, probably an additional 10 minutes is what I would say. But since I'm doing a tutorial, it takes a little bit longer. But this is my finished look. So if David and I were going out on a date, which wish we were, but we're not probably. Okay. This would be my finished look. I'm ready for night on the town, and it's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Hopefully he'll take me out. I don't know. We'll see when he gets off of work. So if you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. The like button is the thumbs up button. The subscribe button is in red, and it's right down there next to my name. And if you want to be notified whenever I upload a video, press the little bell, and that will let you know whenever I upload. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!